After becoming the first side this season to win at Anfield, Steve Bruce sees no reason to change his lineup. As well as long-term casualty Michael Forsell, the Birmingham manager's still missing David Dunn, leaving him short of attacking options. So Emile Heskey will play as a lone striker in this 4-5-1 formation that served Birmingham so well. Everton made changes for the midweek Carling Cup tie at Highbury, but it's back to normal for them today. Nigel Martyn returns in goal. David Weir is back in defence. There's a starting place in midfield for Lee Carsley, who's just completed a 3-match suspension. And Leon Osman takes his usual role wide on the right. Marcus Bent has recovered from the knee injury that forced him off after only 16 minutes against Arsenal. Well, these Birmingham fans have been starved of goals this season, and the indications are they might not see too many today. Steve Bruce's team has scored just 4 in 6 home games, while David Moyes' side have only conceded 4 in 6 away. Tony, both these teams are really built on a disciplined defence. They're both hard to break down. They play a very similar system to each other. So why is it, do you think, that Everton have been that much more successful?
Well, I think they've just played to their system better than Birmingham have.
So on a chilly night in the Midlands, the Brummies take on the Scousers for the second time in a week. Birmingham have just beaten Liverpool, their first win against them for 26 years. Can they now send Everton packing and record a double over Merseyside, something they haven't managed for 30 years? We're live at St Andrews for Birmingham City against Everton. The kick-off now is just moments away. I must say, of the many excellent signings that David Moyes has made in his time at Everton, there can't be many better than Nigel Martyn, who was rescued from the substitute bench at Leeds United. He's now started 45 Premiership games in a row, and only Chelsea's Peter Cech has kept more clean sheets than him this season. Steve Bruce's side has managed just 2 wins in their last 20 Premiership fixtures. That 1-0 win at Liverpool that we mentioned, and what is so far their only home victory of the season here, 1-0 against Manchester City, all the way back in August, which on a cold night like this seems a long, long time ago. First foul of the game on Granquier. It's an opportunity for Mario Melchiot and indeed Matthew Upson to get forward for the Robbie Savage free kick. Clemens waiting to pick up a few pieces, the number 25.
Well, I think that was a tremendous goal-scoring opportunity there for Emile Heskey. I know it's early in the game. It's a clear header. Hits his shoulder. I don't know whether he took his eye off the ball. Good chance in the early part of the game.
Certainly used to enjoy playing against Everton in his Anfield days. He never lost against them in 8 Merseyside derbies. Marcus Bent getting up well. Mario Melchiot's clearance finds Heskey again. As he is it. Savage available. And the first time cross dealt with by Stubbs. Stoney's clearance. Savage in typical rumbustious fashion. Johnson up against Pistone and winning the corner, the first of the game, off the Italian defender.
Good start from Birmingham. Good play from Muzzy, is it? Linking up with Heskey. Said he's got to get forward and support the lone front man. He's a good player, Muzzy, is it?
Well, Everton have been warned from the previous free kick. Savage lifts it high again, and an easy take in the end for Nigel Martyn, who started his career 17 years ago, making his senior debut for Bristol Rovers. Cunningham's clearance. Johnson for Birmingham. Stoney bringing it inside under pressure from Johnson, and then rather hastily giving it away. Weir's clearance on by Julian Gray, and a spectacular header back by Jesper Granquier to Matthew Upson. Hibbert failed to keep it in play. So in the Birmingham, we went 8 league games without a win before that victory at Anfield. 5 draws in that spell. Here's Granquier again. Hibbert timing his challenge to perfection. Osman forced across the field here by Savage. Not where he wanted to go, and he's given it away to Damien Johnson. Ozzy is it coming in on the far post. Grunkia. Still a threat here to Everton.
Oh, he's unlucky. Good play from Birmingham. All really come from Osman, taking a bit too much time on the ball. Under pressure from Savage when the cross comes in. Eventually it comes to Grunkia. Does well because he just shifts it. Doesn't really have the right to get a shot in there. Not the best ever in the end. It's been a good start by Birmingham. Trying to take the game to Everton. It's important they do that.
Melchiot higher than Kilban. Good turn by Cahill to earn the throw off Robbie Savage. Everton with this superb away record this season. Chelsea, the only team who've beaten them in 6 matches on the road. Pistone. And did well to keep the ball then. Stubbs. Johnson lets it run. Birmingham's throw. The home team have drawn 6 of their 12 Premiership matches so far, and they've only scored 8 goals. It's the worst goals for column in the Premiership, and indeed one of the worst in all 4 divisions. As I mentioned before the kick-off, they do have Clinton Morrison, their Republic of Ireland international, fit again, but he's not quite fit enough even to take his place on the bench as Robbie Savage, surprise, surprise, becomes the first player of the game to be lectured.
Typical Savage tackle, wasn't it? A little bit late on Cahill that time. Putting himself about at the moment, Robbie Savage.
He's on 4 cautions. 1 more would mean he would miss the next match away to Blackburn. Here's free kick, looking for Kilban, who got up well against Melchiot. First touch for Mike Taylor, who started every game in the Birmingham goal this season. Ball clearance straight to Pistone, who chested it down to Cahill. Everton have won 4 and drawn 1 in their travels, and that 1 draw was at Manchester United. It's amazing really when you think they managed only 1 away win in the whole of last season, but their form away from Goodison has improved so much in this campaign. Pistone for them. Away to Clements. Now Heskey. Savage. Melchiot.
A bit lazy from Melchiot there. Just could have helped it down. Just turn it in behind the defence with your left foot.
Cahill. Guided back by Cunningham. Cunningham and Matthew Upson have become a real solid partnership at the heart of Birmingham's defence. And they're certainly a difficult team to score against Steve Bruce's side. Stoney gets it away. Straight to Cunningham again. Here's Savage. Upson tries to play it in the corner to Johnson. Pistone read his intentions. Kilban. Finally away by Stubbs, but only as far as Cunningham. And Johnson. He can hit the ball. Is it cross? Heskey trying to get on the end of it. And it came off the defender. I think it was Hibbert. Upson winning a good header. Now Gray. Looks too deep perhaps for Grunkia, and is.
Fantastic ball though from Muzzy, is it, wasn't it? When he pulled by Muzzy, I'm thinking, well, who's going to be in the middle? Good play originally from Johnson. Thought he was going to shoot. Muzzy, as it doesn't think, just whips it in. Defender's nightmares, curling away from Nigel Martin, and Hibbert actually does well not to put it in his own net. It's good defending. Actually had 3 bodies in the middle, Birmingham. Everton get away with it.
He's having a good season as well, Hibbert. Player who came through Everton's own youth system as Savage gets back to clean things up at the other end of the field. Under pressure from Osman. Still finds Grunkia. Here's Emil Heskey. Took that well. Johnson. Is it? Key man for them. And they've certainly missed him while he's been out injured. Gravesen, an equally important figure in Everton's midfield. Good ball by Gray to Gronkiar. Here's Julian Gray again. Well, his confidence is high at the moment. He's in the form of his life.
Good strike, wasn't it? Good link up with Gronkiar. He looked up, Julian Gray. There's a little look. Heskey's on his own in the middle. 3 defenders on him. He thinks, I'll have a shot myself. Unlucky. Perhaps should have gone for the far post, trying to put it in the near post. And it'll beat Nigel Martin too often at the near post, but good play.
Still waiting for his first Birmingham goal, but as I say, he's been a revelation at left back or left midfield since joining them from Crystal Palace. Began at Arsenal, of course. Bent. Good skill. And again. Weir. Pistone. Kevin Kilban. Osman has got forward on the right of the Birmingham penalty area. Gravesen short for Bent if he wants that option. He's shaken off the challenge from Clemens impressively.
Good shot play from Marcus Bent. It's a tough role playing up there on your own. Needs to try and retain, stay up the front as much as possible, because if he comes into the midfield, they're not going to have too many options up front, Everton.
They have taken a bit of a risk with his fitness. He went off very early on in the Carling Cup tie, and he was in doubt right up to yesterday. But he's so important to this Everton system. They've really got another player like him.
Well, they've got the likes of Ferguson, haven't they, and McFadden, players who can come on later on in the game. They want pace, power and movement. Marcus Bent's the man for Everton at the moment.
Lee Carsley will take this free kick. Weir and Stubbs, the centre-backs, both forward. Weir is on the far post and was ready to meet that. Good goalkeeping by Mike Taylor.
Done well, Mike Taylor. Come a long, long way for that one. Didn't take any chances. Watch how far he comes. Long, long way out of his goal. Took Heskey out as well. That's the thing to do.
Gravesen's long throw. Kilban came to meet it. Upson got there first. Now Johnson for Birmingham City. When he looks up, there isn't a single blue shirt inside the Everton half. Well, one has arrived now. And indeed, Muzzy Izzet earns a free kick.
That was good play from Muzzy Izzet. He knew he was up there on his own. Gets a little clip from Pistone. Not too much in it. Just wins a free kick for his team. Does he get a clip? Does he clip himself? Might well have clipped himself. All of which doesn't matter. Still a free kick for Birmingham.
And their set pieces have been effective so far.
I think they're important. Savage can put a good delivery in. They'll take their time. So can Izzet as well. This is where they can get their goals today.
Muzzy Izzet this time. On over the head of Heskey. An easy clearance for Weir, straight back to the former Leicester man. To another former Leicester man. Heskey's header easily cleared. Izzet's there again. Hibbert had to get that away. Gronkiar was right behind him. And here he is. Izzet's gone to the near post.
Another great ball in from Gronkiar. Good run from Izzet. It's him with the original header, isn't it? Ball's cleared by Hibbert. There's Muzzy Izzet. 18-yard line, making a great run in. Does it so often. Doesn't quite get the power on the header.
Here come Everton with Bent. Good-looking ball for Osman. Fine work again by Mike Taylor. Gronkiar's back here to Johnson. That's opened things up here for Birmingham City. Now again, just held on to it. Shade too long. Cahill. Kilban. Good challenge from Kenny Cunningham. Really is Mr. Consistency. Stubbs back to Weir. David Weir was rested in midweek for the Carling Cup tie at Highbury. Upson looking for Gray. He had to get his foot in there just to keep possession. That's risky play. Gravesen's claiming a corner, but he's going to be disappointed.
He can claim it, but I don't think he'll get it. Just can't dally on it too long. There's Upson. No, he's played it against Gravesen, hasn't he? I always used to appeal like that as well. Never used to win it.
No, you shocked me, TC.
Ex-players, we appeal for anything.
Everton have made their best start for over 20 years, and that was despite getting off to an awful start. They were hammered 4-1 at home against Arsenal on the opening weekend. Arsenal, who of course beat them again in midweek in that Carling Cup tie. Or at least Arsenal's reserves stroke youth team by the looks of things, against the very powerful Everton side. Upson. Heskey just couldn't quite get the flick he was looking for. Here's Kilban. Helped back by Carsley. Melchiot. It's gone straight to Marcus Ben. Brought down by Savage. He's got to be careful now. That's 2 fouls already in the opening 15 minutes here.
I don't think Rob Stiles will let him get away with too many more. Robbie Savage again puts his arms up. Wasn't me, but it was a foul. I think you get away with maybe 3 fouls, and then you're going to be looking at a yellow card, and then of course a suspension in Robbie's case.
Mike Taylor seems to have dispensed with a wall, or at least it's a very small one if there is one. Just played in by Gravesen rather disappointingly. Easily cleared. Good ball out by Izzard as well to Jesper Gronkiart. Damien Johnson thundering down the right. Melchiot's continued his run as well.
I think he done the right thing there, Gronkiart. Again, he didn't have bodies in the middle. Sometimes just keep hold of the ball, try and win a throw, or perhaps a corner. He's done it well.
Upson making his way forward for Melchiot's throw. And met it as well. Savage knocking it back in. It's Kilban who gets it away. Straight to Cunningham. Mario Melchiot. Johnson's layoff. Back to the Dutch international, who, by the way, has just been recalled to Holland's national squad. An indication of how well he's been playing. And Steve Bruce says he's very, very pleased with his signing from Chelsea. Gronkiart got up well. And now the foul goes against Muzzy, is it? Like Birmingham, Everton haven't exactly been prolific scorers, just 14 goals in 12 Premiership matches, but they have this excellent defensive record. They've only let in 11. 6 of their 7 wins this season have been by a single goal margin. Melchiot just got caught there by Kilban, not by Kevin Kilban. I just think he mistimed that, but he's unfortunate because he's going to be yellow carded.
I think you're right, Alan. He did mistime it. He's not looking to take the player out. I think he's going for the ball, but he is late. And he is going to get a yellow. See, Melchiot's on the ball. He jumps in, does catch him, doesn't he? He's very, very late.
Heskey awaits the free kick. Free header for Heskey. Nowhere to hit it though. Now one back. Gronkiart. Plenty in the middle here for Birmingham. Bit short for Melchiot. Now Johnson. Getting pretty competitive out there. Thomas Gravesen. Mike Taylor acting as a sweeper. Birmingham getting up ahead of steam here. They've made a better start than Everton, but you'd expect that of the home side. As Melchior is thumped to the ground by Pistone and nothing given. Gravesen. Here's Cahill. Osman on the right. Oh, wasn't a bad effort. Like Taylor had trouble holding on to it. But Birmingham would have been furious if anything had resulted from that.
Well, I think originally it was a push from Pistone. It's a good strike, isn't it, from Osman? Just dips a little bit in front of Mike Taylor, which is why it comes out of his hands. I think there was a foul from Pistone earlier on in that move.
Looking for a bit more movement from his teammates here before finding Gravesen. Now Marcus Bent. Watson very tight to him. Just almost overwhelmed by numbers, really. Poor clearance by Hibbert, straight to Jesper Grønkjær. Ah, but how well did he recover? Now Osman. Bent. Cahill. And Savage typically working like a Trojan to win it back for Birmingham.
There's no time and no space in midfield. Robbie Savage getting tackles in. So's Gravesen, so's Cahill, very competitive in there at the moment, as you would expect.
Did well under pressure there from Heskey. Gravesen likewise, and it's fallen nicely for Cahill. He was on his way round Matthew Upson then, and he believes that the Birmingham man deliberately blocked his route.
I don't think he did. Good play again from Cahill. Hits him on the heel, doesn't it, Upson? Cahill trying to win the free kick. That's a good decision from Rob Stowles.
Birmingham with just that one win in 6 home games this season against Manchester City, and they've only managed 4 goals. They haven't won here at St Andrews for over 2 months now. Heskey just beaten to it. Cunningham. Savage. It's gone long again for Emil Heskey. Muzzy is it, never far away from him. What a good challenge, though, by Carsley. That's a really important role he plays for Everton.
Well, it is. It's a good battle as well, because what it is doing, he's pushing up front with Heskey, playing just off him. Look how tight Carsley is. Can't get any tighter than that. It's almost man-for-man marking at the moment from Carsley.
Savage. There's Kenny Cunningham. Well, Izzard did well to make anything out of that. Gravesen. Here's Carsley. Now Weir. Under pressure again from Savage, who never lets anyone rest.
Done well, didn't he, Robbie Savage again? Just pure pressure, wasn't it? And David Weir nearly got the ball off him.
Marcus Beck. Here's Gravesen again. Cahill's got himself unmarked in the middle, and Kilban sneaking round on the far post. Shame from Everton's point of view, the quality of the cross was so poor from Hibbert. Well, David Moyes may have been given a new 3-year extension to his contract, but he's not the kind of manager to rest on his laurels, not by any means. He's had an incredible couple of years at Goodison. 7th in his first season, they almost qualified for Europe. 17th last season, they were almost relegated. Here's Gravesen, and again space opening up down the middle.
Just didn't release it quick enough, Thomas Gravesen. Tremendous run from Marcus Bent. He just flicked it in behind, but he didn't do it.
Birmingham seem to have a problem with Emil Heskey, and that would be really bad news.
Looks a bit shaken, doesn't he?
Well, the only other striker they have available tonight is Dwight York, who's one of the substitutes. Remember last season's top scorer, Mikel Forsell, out for a long time. Clinton Morrison not quite ready enough to be included in the squad. Melchior. Heskey seems to have recovered. Pistoni. Good ball for Osman, who comes in from that right flank and slightly phases his marker out there by doing so. Bent just lost control and now loses possession to Savage. Cunningham. It's a very congested middle third of the field, Tommy, isn't it?
Well, it is, that's right. And the reason for that, obviously, is both teams playing only one up front, so you end up with an extra body in midfield, almost 5 against 5 at times. It is very tight at the moment.
Hence the fact that we're getting tackles like that one from Stephen Clements.
There was a couple of fouls in there, wasn't there? Ibbett plays in. There's a foul there from Upson and a foul from Clements as well.
Still only get one free kick. What can they make of it? Alan Stubbs has gone forward. Well, he hasn't scored for about 2.5 years, so...
Should have scored last week, shouldn't he? Really,
yes.
Chelsea had a great chance.
That's right. He won't score from that kind of delivery, I'm afraid. Big day for you on Sky Sports tomorrow, starting at 1 o'clock. Brian Robson's first game in charge of West Bromwich Albion. It could only be against his old club, couldn't it? Middlesbrough. Sky Sports 1. And later on, terrific match in Prospect at St James's Park. Newcastle against Manchester United. Heskey loses out to Cahill. Bent. Now Gravesen. Osman up against Gray. That'll be an interesting battle for pace between those two. Everton's throw. And another. Gravesen short to Leon Osman. Here's the Dane again. Good-looking cross, Kilban sneaking in, and just ahead of him was Cahill, who seems to lose his marker with regularity.
Just makes such great runs. You see him just a little check now. Had to actually check his run again when it come into him. But he does time his runs. Melchior done well, took a chance. Put Cahill under pressure.
Cahill was top scorer for Millwall last season with 12 goals. He's got a couple so far for Everton.
I was only at Millwall for 7 weeks, but I played with Tim Cahill. He does make fantastic runs from midfield. Always felt he could do it in the Premiership, and I'm pleased to say he's doing that at Everton now.
Heskey backing in. Free kick to Everton.
There's lots of pushing and shoving. I think they're both at it. You see Heskey, he's getting pulled, he pushes again. Give and take as a forward and as a defender. Win some, you lose some.
Dompiar's header. Heskey's layoff finds Savage. There's another one for Heskey to chase, but David Weir underneath the flight of the ball perfectly.
But I've got to get quality into Heskey. He's up there on his own. He will win his fair share of headers against the likes of Weir and Stubbs. You need good service into him. If he can do that, he will hold the ball up.
Ibbott's clearance turned out to be a good one for Bent. Ibbott. And Marcus Bent caught offside this time.
Questioning the decision. Just a fraction lazy. Melchior slightly lazy as well, but Bent was offside.
Everton got a pretty good record against Birmingham. They've won 4 out of the last 7 meetings and lost only 1 of them. That was the corresponding fixture here last season when they went down 3-0. I remember at the time it was a result that pushed them closer towards the relegation places, and it was a really worrying end to the campaign for Everton fans. Heskey tries his luck from long range.
Again, good play from Heskey. This time he does win the header. But the ball into him, gets a jump. No, he doesn't win the header. He's come off the defender. Lucky the ball came back to him. Just snatched at his shot a little bit. He's not playing with particular confidence at the moment, Emile Heskey. When you've not got the confidence, you do tend to snatch at the shots.
Trying to sneak in behind Stubbs, but he was aware of his presence. Weir's clearance. Melchiot took a risk there against Kilban. He might pay for that. Bent. And Melchiot wins it back, but at the expense of a free kick, controversially awarded.
I think it was shoulder to shoulder, wasn't it? Went down very easily. Poor play from Melchiot. Credit to him, he does get up, he doesn't stand and watch. Not a lot in that for me.
Me neither. The merest of contact.
Got to concentrate here, Birmingham, haven't they? Gravesen scored midweek against Arsenal. He's dangerous.
Yes, that went in at Highbury with the aid of a deflection. Still a couple of yards to go for that Birmingham wall. Potentially dangerous situation, this. He's gone for goal again. Oh, Mike Taylor was a little bit lucky there. His first save wasn't convincing.
It's two that's jumped away from him. Thing is, it just dips in front of him. As soon as it hits the pitch, makes it very difficult for Mike Taylor. Skims off him. Does recover well, though.
Clements. Takes the sensible route back. Clements to Gronkiar. Nice first time ball for Gray. He's still there with Gronkiar. Hibbert is a terrier-like fullback.
Hibbert done well. I'd like to have seen Gronkiar cross it, work the ball onto his right foot. He had 3 bodies in the middle. Nothing worse as a forward when the ball doesn't arrive. You end up making 3 or 4 runs. The ball still didn't come in the end, and they lost possession.
There's Johnson. Back to Matthew Upson. That could turn out to be a great ball for Gronkiar, but he was a bit hesitant there, the Dane, allowing Hibbert to get in first. Hibbert didn't realise he'd won that ball, but it's off. Muzzy is it for an Everton throw. Deflections, falling kindly for Everton. Kevin Kilban. Now Pistone. Oh, great header by Ben. Cahill. Pistone back to Kevin Kilban. It's a good ball as well for Osman. Plenty forward here for Everton, more than they've had in any previous attack, including Hibbert. Gronkiar facing his own goal here. What's he going to do? Well, he was calm enough. Good little spell this for Everton. But now they've given it away to Robbie Savage. Johnson. a bit of a war of attrition this at the moment. I suppose it's an inevitability, really, Tony, of two teams playing with a very similar system.
That's right, with just the one man up front, does make it very difficult for the front man, and it also means a lot of the plays in front of the back four. And that's what we've seen, not too many players getting in behind the defence. You need runners from midfield, you need Cahill for Everton, you need Izzet for Birmingham to do it. Hasn't happened too often so far today.
Plenty of time for Upson. There's Gronkiart. So Hibbert's been playing him very well so far. It's all a bit hurried, isn't it? Heskey. Well, there seemed to be a little tug there, which certainly the home fans felt was deserving of a penalty. But Alan Stubbs has got away with that. To Bent, that's a clever little ball, but just too much pace for Osman.
Well, I think Alan Stubbs definitely had his left arm on Heskey. Was it enough for a penalty? Heskey does well, gets his body there. Definitely got his left arm up around Heskey's neck. Is it a penalty? It's a little push. I don't think it is in this occasion. Seems to be going down. Never quite got the ball under control, has he, Heskey?
Went through that spell a season or two ago when you couldn't breathe on anybody in the penalty area without running the risk of giving away a spot kick. There's header, Gronkiart. Come back by Carsley and now Pistoni. Van ahead of him. It's gone out of play. Birmingham leaving Bent on his backside to the right of the home fans here. Heskey winning a good header there, but again, no one to profit.
Good example, what I was talking about. It's a great flick from Heskey. Just needs a runner. Is it a Johnson? Just take a chance. Might get on the end of it.
Kilban. Wants the return here from Cahill, but Melchiot's got other ideas. Ball seems a bit hurried at the moment, Tony. Nobody really too composed on the ball.
No, not at the moment. It's a little bit scrappy, isn't it? It's just really because that midfield's so congested. He'll be pleased, though, David Moyes, I think. It's up to Birmingham. They're the home team. They've got to break Everton down. Hope it doesn't end up like it, but I'm sure he'll settle for a 0-0, David Moyes.
Heskey. Here's Gray. On to Gronkiart. He takes over again and gets it in early. Heskey threw himself at the ball. Kilban's clearance has got Pistoni sprinting to prevent a corner. Upson. Gray. On to Cunningham. Melchiot. And Gronkiart's been given offside. Frustrating sort of player he can be at times, Jesper Gronkiart, as Everton break here with Gravesen, his Danish international colleague. Looking for Osman in behind Gray. Good defending.
Very good defending. Natural instinct is to go forward, isn't it, Julian Gray? He's so quick. Just caught that position a fraction in first place. Ushered the ball out well.
Even calls in the media for England to consider Julian Gray because of the problems that Sven-Göran Eriksson has had on that left-hand side. But as his manager, down to earth, has ever said, look, he's played 8 Premiership games. When it's 28, he's playing this well. Then you can start talking about international games.
I think you can talk about anyone with a left foot. He's certainly got that, Julian Gray.
Gravesen. Marcus Bent coming to meet it. Cunningham had to win that header, had to concede that corner.
Much better ball this time, isn't it, from Gravesen? Cunningham does well. He knows Bent's behind him. No chance he's headed out for a corner.
Variation this time along the ground, back to Gravesen. Weir going up with the goalkeeper and made it difficult for him. Heskey's there to defend. Cahill, Taylor has come out to kill Ban, and now to Osman. Bodies in the way. Still Osman. Goal kick.
Well, Mike Taylor's got away with it, hasn't he? Gone for one earlier and got it. This time he's all over the place. The looping crossing again, lots of bodies, not a foul. When he goes down, didn't get it the first time, didn't get it the second time. I thought Kilban was going to hit it with his right foot. He didn't. Tried to lay it off to Osman. Just about got away with that, Birmingham.
I think he's brought the Teflon gloves tonight, Mike Taylor. That's a few he's fumbled, but to be fair to him, he's always recovered.
Up again!
Here's Gray. Foul by Gronkyard, who's furious with the referee.
Not happy at all, Gronkyard. Give it again, wasn't it?
Gronkyard's convinced the foul was the other way round.
Oh, they're pushing and pulling each other, aren't they? I think it was a foul from Gronkyard.
Cunningham beat by Bent to Cahill. Good challenge by Robbie Savage there. And then an equally good one by Clements. There's Heskey. Is it being worn by the crowd? Where the challenge is coming from. Johnson. Well, that old cliche about defences being on top. Very apt at the moment into the final 5 minutes of the first half that's had precious few goal-scoring opportunities. Early flurry, wasn't there, by Birmingham. Heskey put a header wide. Is it threatened with another one on the near post? But other than that, not much for the goalkeepers to do. Here's Gronkyard. Gray's cross. Come back out to Johnson. Marcus Bent for Everton. Cahill. Cleared by Clements. Osman. Now Gravesen again. Good ball that from Weir. Back to Tim Cahill. Marcus Bent's made a run round the outside. Here he is. Kilban being booed because, of course, he used to play for West Bromwich Albion. That's enough for the Birmingham fans to dislike him. Osman given offside.
It was a good ball from Marcus Bent. Osman's offside that time. Just before then, good ball in from Bent right across the face of the goal. Unfortunately, no one on the end of it. Not had much service in this first half.
Click on by Heskey to Gronkyard. And back again to Emil Heskey!
He's unlucky
so far, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's unlucky this time. Because the ball just wouldn't come down for him. Does really well, wins the header. Takes it on his chest, just bounces up. I think he might have just hit him on the chest again as he goes to strike it. Just gets away from him. Flicks his left foot at it. He's unlucky because he got it over the keeper. Just couldn't keep it on target.
He's gone 9 games without scoring, Emil Heskey. He's only got 2 goals in 14 appearances this season.
I think all players are confidence players. More so for Emil Heskey. Played alongside him for a couple of years. And when Emil's got confidence, he is one hell of a player. When it's not quite going in for him as a goal scorer, he just tend to snatch at the chances. I think that's what's happening at the moment.
2 minutes to half-time. Gravesen's free kick. Bent leaning into the defender, but still won the header. And again, Mike Taylor drops it, but this time Cahill is adjudged to have fouled it.
I think he was fouled, wasn't he, this time? Not had the best of first half, does he, Mike Taylor? Dropping the ball. It's the leading arm, isn't it, from Cahill? The left arm's up. That's what catches Taylor in the face. Leads with his arm. Just puts him off.
Melchior. Birmingham get the free kick. Referee Styles gets the ironic cheers from the home fans. Little disagreement between Messrs Gravesen and Savage. That could be an interesting little confrontation. Wait for the whistle. Into the final 60 seconds of the half. I don't think we quite expected the spectacular goal action we saw at White Hart Lane this morning, but I did think there might be 1 or 2 more goal-scoring chances than we've seen yet, as Melchior directs his header wide and high.
So again, it's another chance, isn't it? There's been a lot of heading chances. Good ball in from Savage, good pace on it. Doesn't quite seem to know where he is, Melchior. Clear header, though.
We're knocking it long to Osman. Thomas Gravesen. Hibbert takes over. It's a good ball in for Cahill, who went down under the challenge from Upson. It was very close, I must say, to the edge of the penalty box.
Well, he played the advantage, didn't he, Rob Stiles? Good turn from Cahill. Certainly not a penalty. Upson clips him. It's definitely a foul. He falls over in the box. The assistant's flag was up earlier in the move. That's what Birmingham are moaning about. Rob Stiles played the advantage.
Yeah, Robbie Savage went over to make just that point to the linesman. And this is likely to be the last goal-scoring opportunity of a half, but has had very few of them. Union meeting before Everton deliver what could be just about the last kick of the half, actually. Kevin Kilban shaping up as though he means to go for goal here. And that he has done, this time straight into the midriff of Mike Taylor. And that is indeed the final kick of what's been a disappointing 45 minutes. Mike Taylor fumbled a few, got away with it. At the other end, Nigel Martin didn't have much to do, but he did see an early header from Emil Heskey sail wide, another header from Muzzy Izzet go wide as well, and Mario Melchior put one off target. Just about sums up what's been a pretty ordinary first half at St Andrews. Birmingham 0, Everton 0. Well, historically, Birmingham do have a very poor record against Everton. They've only beaten them twice in the last 27 meetings. But then again, you could have said the same thing about Liverpool until a week ago. Emil Heskey and Julian Gray discussing things for the second half. And I'm sure that Heskey will be hoping to get a little bit more service from not just that left flank that Bronchiard and Gray patrol, but also down the right-hand side. As Tony Cottee has said more than once tonight, it's a very difficult role playing up there on your own. Birmingham 0, Everton 0, as the visitors prepare to start the second half. Everton on 23 points from 12 games. It's actually a better start than they made the last time Everton won the championship 17 years ago. Everton in their change strip, remember, of white shirts. Stoney launching it long straight away, and away by Mario Melchior. It's Kilban against the Dutch international. Gronkia again finds himself facing his own goal. Taylor helps out with the clearance. On by Heskey. Here's Pistoni for Everton. Gravesen with the first time ball for Gronkia. Interesting clearance by Melchior. And then Savage winning it back off Cahill. Gronkia. David Weir with time to size up his options. Bent, very good header of the ball, almost finding Cahill. And just caught Cunningham as he went for that. Stops in hard against Robbie Savage, and you have to be as well. Clements. Here's Gronkia. Well. Good ball out to Marcus Bent. Surrounded by blue-shirted Everton defenders.
Absolutely no options at all, did he, Marcus Bent? He had 4 defenders around him. Puts his hand up to say sorry. I don't think he could have done anything else apart from pushing the ball to the corner flag and chasing after it.
Yeah, tears from Heskey. Now Pistoni. Kilban. Pistoni's continued his run down the left. Gravesen. Again, it seems that 80% of the play is confined to 20% of the field, as is it. Feeds it in early to Emil Heskey, but not accurately.
Unlucky Muzzy, is it? There's a right ball. Just a bit too much pace on it.
And for Everton. Gray clears from Osman. And as far as Gravesen, though. Cahill. Finding Bent. Optimistic, expecting Hibbert to reach that. And cleverly played out by Jesper Gronkia. Carsley. On the way to Savage, who in turn presents it back to Stubbs. Not enough accuracy from either of these two teams at the moment. Birmingham throw, despite Everton's protests. Gronkia. Stephen Clements. Johnson. And quickly closing down Cunningham. It's good work by Ben. It really requires high stamina and energy, that role, doesn't it?
Well, he's very, very fit, isn't he? Doesn't give up, just chases lost causes. Not always about putting the ball in the back of the net. Plenty of managers told me that. I know you can do that, do the other stuff for the team. You certainly can't accuse Marcus Bent of not working for the team. Does it very, very well.
Strange thing is, he's in his mid-20s, that's all, Marcus Bent. And Everton are the 8th different club of his career. Perhaps he's finally found the place where he's going to settle for a while.
Well, the good thing at the moment, he's obviously settled in the area, but at the moment they're playing a system that suits Marcus Bent, and that's often what you need. Not passes like that, though. I'd just like to see either of the teams just up the pace a little bit. They just try and take the game a little bit more by the scruff of the neck. We've seen plenty of commitment and tackles.
Offside here, Ben.
Well offside here, Marcus Bent. Never gets back onside. Always going to be offside when the ball was played forward. I just think we need the pace of the game to step up a little bit. Lots of good commitment, lots of tackles. Just want the pace of the game to step up, and that's when you get your chances.
Heskey wins the header. Is it? Savage. And now Gronkia back again to Emil Heskey. Here's Gronkia. Plenty to pick out. But again, he fails to get his cross in early. Gray. Savage going in hard with Hibbert. I'm not too happy. Never is.
I don't think Robbie Savage was too happy with Jesper Grønkjær there. Doesn't appear to be playing with too much confidence, Grønkjær. But when that is the case, I think sometimes you've just got to put the ball in the box. If there's no one there, you can turn around and say, well, I'll put the ball in the box. You've got to get on the end of it. If you don't cross it, you're always going to have someone like Robbie Savage having a go at you.
Poor throw there by Gray. Gibson saves his further embarrassment. Gibson's long ball could cause a problem for the Everton defence. Heskey. That's good work by David Weir. Grønkjær. Gray. Beginning to get a bit frustrated with Grønkjær. No doubt Steve Bruce is as well.
I think he's that type of player, isn't he? On these days, a very, very good player. When he is suffering from a lack of confidence, like I think he is at the moment, it can be frustrating for the manager.
He was taken off after an hour or so in the win at Anfield. And they have got Stan Lazaridis, of course, as a potential replacement. Is it? Good challenge by Hibbert. A very sound match at right back. But now concedes the free kick.
Mazizzi done fantastically well there. He lost control of it about 4 or 5 times. Always seemed to get the ball back. Scoops it back, he's fallen over there, lost control of it, and he still gets the ball back. He was fouled by Hibbert in the end.
Had a month out for injury, Mazizzi. He's earned his team this free kick, which will be taken by his former Leicester City colleague, Savage. There were so many players in there, that could have been a real problem for Everton. Grønkjær. Leaves it to Damian Johnson. Sets it up for Clements. Good block. I think Nigel Martin was rather hoping that would reach him in the penalty area rather than he having to reach the ball.
He was trying to keep it in the area, wasn't he, Nigel Martin? Once he went outside, though, Savage bearing down on him, he had to do the right thing.
Savage has given it away here to Marcus Bent. Cunningham. Crowd have livened up, all the players. Savage wins it ahead of Cahill, and then disappointingly given away by Clements. He's another one who's been out injured, Stephen Clements. Osman. Foul given against Muzzy, is it? And the travelling Everton fans, many of whom got here late because of a bad accident on the M6. Behind the goal, their team are attacking in this second half. Lee Carsley with a free kick. Cahill trying to wrestle away from his marker. Weir. Clearance by Gray. Grønkjær conceded a corner, but Gray makes sure it doesn't go. Clever. And it's all fast and furious again in the middle of the field. Johnson.
I think the big question for Steve Bruce is how long does he leave it before he makes a change? He has got options on the bench. Sure, he'd be thinking about it at the moment. Not quite happening for his Birmingham team at the moment. If he does change it, does he go 4-4-2? We'll just keep it as the 4-5-1.
Really been happening for Birmingham all season. Offside here. They only have 12 points from their 12 games. It's their third consecutive season in the Premiership. I have to say that their last stay in the top division only lasted one season. That was back in the mid-1980s, and it took them all of 16 years to get back. Sometimes, I suppose, we're all guilty of it. You forget where Birmingham have come from. They were, what, 3 divisions below this not that many years ago. Now here they are, and we think of them almost as an established Premiership club. But expectations grow and fans get frustrated when things aren't going well. Hobson. Osman winning the throw of Johnson. They're determined to steal at least a yard here for this throw, Everton. Osman, Hibbert. Played on by Carsley. Cahill trying to get in behind Cunningham. Robson could be punished for that mistake. Cahill wriggling his way in, but then eventually losing his patience and conceding the free kick.
It's poor play by Upson in the first place. Cahill saying it wasn't a foul. Just takes his eye off the ball. Shoulder to shoulder to start with. He's using his body, isn't he, Upson? Cahill got a little bit frustrated, which is why he pulls back at him. The tackle's a bit rash at the end.
Kevin Kilban. Stoney coming forward in support down the left. Good early ball, but too close to Matthew Upson, really. And those Evertonians beginning to believe that their team are gaining the upper hand here. Kilban. Here's Pistoni. Upson's won just about everything in the air. Clemens finds Heskey. Savage. Now Gray with a chance to run at Hibbert. Foul given. Carsley was the guilty man.
Good play from Julian Gray. I'd like to see him get forward a bit more. He's a very, very dangerous player. Well, Carsley was going to tackle in the first place. He held back. In the end, it's only a slight little nick. Enough for a free kick. They've got to get Gray forward, get him in those dangerous areas.
Savage who takes it. What on earth was he thinking of?
He's put too much pace on the ball. He's very near to the goal. He's only got 20 yards from the goal. Trying to whip it. Sometimes you're better off just chipping it up and letting the big boys go for it. Doesn't need me to tell him that.
He used to be an Everton fan as a youngster, growing up in North Wales, Robbie Savage. And in fact, Everton tried to sign him last year. Some movement down there on the Birmingham subs bench. It looks as though Steve Bruce has decided to make a change shortly. Carsley. This is Hibbert for Everton. Coming up to the hour mark, still goalless at St Andrews. Leon Osman. Again, Everton felt they were hard done by on the throw-in, which has gone Birmingham's way. Now Gray. Is it? Clemens finding Melchior. Onto Groncho, switched over to the right-hand side. little joy as yet. And before the throw's taken, Birmingham will make that change. Stephen Clements is coming off. He was substituted at almost exactly the same time in the match at Anfield last week. Stan Lazaridis will take his place.
Interesting to see where Stan plays. Will he go left back? Julian Gray just in front of him and push him on. Certainly gone into a defensive position at the moment.
Lee's clearance. Lazaridis gets his first touch of the ball and finds Gray. He's going to enjoy himself more now, Gray. Doesn't have to worry quite so much about his defensive responsibilities. Lazaridis clearly has gone in at left back. Lazaridis scored when Birmingham beat Everton 3-0 here last season. Here he is. Gray takes over and wins the corner. And already they look more positive.
I think it's the injection of pace, isn't it? Pushing Julian Gray further up the field. Lazaridis is quick as well. Just gives them another option, and that's what they need.
As he is it with the corner. 0-0 at St Andrews. And he's it and try again. Bosley with a headache then. Clearing the danger this time. Lazaridis. Here's header. Stoney completes the clearance. Good pressure though by the home side here. But still, Nigel Martin, I don't really think he's had a save to get making the whole game. He's not been troubled as yet. Now Lazaridis. A flick by Gray to Heskey. On to Grunkjaer. Plenty in the box here. It's come out to Robbie Savage. And he wins the free kick.
I think he's a bit lucky too, winning it. Eventually comes out to him. I'm not sure there's too much contact there. Didn't quite have the ball under control, Robbie Savage.
The way this game has gone, if there's going to be a goal at all, it's more than likely going to result from a set piece.
They've got Stubbs on the line at the moment, haven't they, Everton? Always dangerous thing to do. Already got Heskey in front of Nigel Martin. I'm not sure that's the right thing to do.
Now he's dashed out. Robbie Savage goes for goal anyway. Lazaridis, and he's given it away to Bent here. Gravesen thundering forward for Everton on the left. He finds Cahill.
Lazaridis done well in the end, because it was a mistake. He gives it away. Bent's quick, so is Lazaridis. Tracks back, just does enough to delay it. When it does come to Kay, who's looking for the free kick. And Julian Gray as well, credit to him for getting back. We mentioned the set pieces, free kicks and corners. I think the delivery from both teams really has been pretty poor today. And that looks the best bet of us getting a goal.
Savage. Johnson. And back by Osman. Bent. Cahill. And now Hibbert for Everton. Muzzy is it for Birmingham. It's a clever ball. Heskey. Emil Heskey. Well, Two or three chances have fallen his way today, but he snatched at all of them.
He's unlucky. Superb skill from us, is it? Heskey does well, because he's bent his run. Lets it run across his body as well. All right, the shot's not on target. It was an excellent run to create the space. Disappointing finish from Heskey.
We've got the winner in Birmingham's only home victory of the season against Manchester City. Johnson. Are using his pace and then using his arm against Pistoni.
It was only a little nudge, wasn't it, from Gronkia? Yeah, a little nudge there. Not too much in it.
Marty slipped over then as he took that free kick. Got away with it. Foul by Heskey. Referee has allowed play to go on. Now Everton win the free kick. Upson's foul on Bent. Gravesen wanted to take it early, and Cahill was up there. That was a good save.
That was a good save. So I think he gets a deflection. Cahill's up early with a header. There's the header. There's a deflection off Melchior. He does well, Mike Taylor. I'm not sure how much Cahill got on it. Big deflection off Melchior and a good save.
And the goalkeeper got a firm punch to that as well. It's gone straight back in, and it was Izzet who got it away.
There's handball and a sending off from us, is it?
It is. It's a red card for Muzzy Izzet.
Absolutely no doubt about this one.
A penalty and a red card.
Well, again, Mike Taylor gets a punch, but he's not really that good enough, is it? Would he have got it, Mike Taylor? It's Gravesen's shot, isn't it? It's a great save from Muzzy, is it? I don't think Taylor would have got it.
Thomas Gravesen with the chance to give Everton the lead. Which he takes with style. Is Everton's remarkable away record and their remarkable season going to continue here at St Andrews?
Tremendous penalty from Thomas Gravesen. Never easy to take a penalty. He just strokes it in as if it's on the training field. Taylor one way, the ball the other. I think if he'd have dived the right way, he wouldn't have got that one.
Second goal in a week. Fourth goal of the season. Three of them coming in the Premiership. And Everton, I remind you, have kept more clean sheets than anyone in the Premiership this season, apart from Chelsea. That is the measure of the task facing Birmingham now. A Birmingham team who've only scored 4 goals in the league at St Andrews this season. It's a perfect scenario for David Moyes' team. But they're not going to sit on that lead as Kilban brings them forward. Good tackle by Melchior. Use that for cheek and skill.
I think he'd have gone out for a throw-in. Had a good game, Melchior. Runs onto it, puts his foot on the ball, flicks it round Kilban. Already out for the throw, though.
I suppose the incident with Muzzy Izzet will reopen the debate about whether a penalty is sufficient punishment. The red card does seem to be a double whammy. That's the laws of the game. Referee Styles had no option other than to dismiss the Birmingham player. Full advantage for the Blues from Gravesen. They've now got a corner as well, thanks to Osman.
I think you're right what you're saying about that, Alan, the penalty decision. Of course, he uses his hands, doesn't get sent off, and the penalty's missed. There's no advantage then for Everton, so under the rules, I think that's got to happen. You've got to send the man off.
Gravesen, who scored on the spot, takes this corner and gets it back again from Osman. Oh, brilliant play by Gravesen. Brilliant! Oh, what a good effort by David Weir. Fortunately for Birmingham, it was straight at their keeper. Melchior. Challenged by Stubbs. And Birmingham get the throw. Time against them, and the scoreline against them now. Lazaridis curls it in. It's come out as far as Damien Johnson. Deflected for a corner.
Oh, good response from Birmingham. It does come out to Damien Johnson. It's deflected off.
Just slips over the advertising hoarding. Not that kind of night for him so far. Great header. Heskey denied right on the line. He's still in there. Gronkiar again. And Osman with the block this time. Lazaridis. Heskey up well once more. Nigel Martin, quite happy to see that go out.
Tony Hibbett done brilliant here, didn't he? It's a good corner from Gronkiar, good header from Heskey. Nigel Martin's right behind Hibbett. He can't afford to let it go. That's what he's there for. Head it clear. He might have got it, Martin. Good defending, though.
Second substitution for the Blues, sponsored by Friday.
Dwight York's about to come on for Steve Bruce's side. They've sacrificed the defender, the captain, Kenny Cunningham.
Well, I think they had to do that. Got to take a defender off. He got bent up there on his own. You don't need 4 defenders. One thing Birmingham do need is 2 forward players. Might well go 3-4-2 now as a formation to try and get this equaliser.
Clearance high in the sky. Heskey went in hard. Dwight York run out of that one. Hasn't played too often this season, Dwight York, or at least hasn't started too many games. And he was left out of the lineup at Anfield last week. Gronkiar. Lazaridis. Great, looking for Heskey and failing to find him. Stoney for Everton. Cahill survived the challenge from Savage, and then there's a judge to have fouled him.
Rob Stiles is saying that Cahill led with his arm when he caught Savage.
There's Lazaridis. That's wasteful. This season is proving to be so frustrating for Steve Bruce. He went out and signed some quality players in the summer to try and build on the success of last season. But so far it's all gone horribly wrong from the moment that Michael Forsell got that serious knee injury.
It's the equivalent of Thierry Henry. Arsenal losing him. Van Nistelrooy, Man United. That's how big a blow it was to Birmingham losing Forsell. They just haven't replaced him. I'm sure Steve Bruce can't wait for the January transfer window just to try and bring another body in so he can play up front with Heskey.
Birmingham were 5th in the table at this stage last season. Here's York. And Melchior. Gronkiar fails to find Dwight York, and Everton come forward with real menace and promise again. Incidentally, Everton have won every game this season in which they've scored first. They lead by a goal to nil in the final quarter of an hour. Gravesen, the man who got it from the penalty spot. Osman, Gravesen again. Osman. Well, no one went for it. It wasn't the worst ball in the world.
They both stopped, didn't they? Marcus Bent and Cahill looking at each other. Excellent ball from Osman.
Gray onto York. He was persistent. He's on the corner in the end.
A bit fortunate in the end, I think, to get the corner. It would have been a goal kick. This is probably their best bet of scoring, though, Birmingham. Need some quality in from Gronkiar.
Plenty of targets. Melchiot, Heskey, Upson. The final header by Matthew Upson, directed over the crossbar. He wears the captain's armband now.
Well, it was good quality from Gronkiar. A free header again, isn't it, from Upson? Just gets underneath it. So I was so disappointed with that one.
Sky Sports 1 are also in the Midlands tomorrow at the Hawthorns to see Brian Robson's first game in charge of West Brom against his old club Middlesbrough. That starts at 1, followed by Newcastle against Manchester United, also on Sky Sports 1. Cross by Pistone was dangerous. Johnson under pressure here from Kevin Kilban. Dwight York. There's Gray. It's a good ball out by York to Lazaridis. Chance to run at Hibbert and finds Heskey. The lay-off to York, stabbed away by David Weir. And here's a promising break for Everton. Osman, completely unmarked on the left of the area, was Kilban, but he played it in behind him. Now Kilban. Upson forced to clear hurriedly, as was Melchiot.
Showing that Osman's cross just behind Kilban. A clear shot on goal.
Pistone. Mosley plays in an excellent ball to Ben. And Gravesen's there again, and here's Leon Osman for Everton.
What a fantastic strike from Leon Osman. That is so close. Again, good build-up play from Everton. Well, it does come out. A great pass to Osman. How close is that? Taylor's well beaten. Might see it from this angle how close it is. Wow. It's so nearly two. But this is the problem for Birmingham. They've got to push forward. Everton looking very dangerous on the counter-attack.
Lazaridis finds Gray. Back to Damian Johnson. Gronkiar unmarked out on the right flank. Here's Melchiot. York. Now Jesper Gronkiar. Just a little over 10 minutes for Birmingham to rescue something here. He wins the header, but directs it straight to Pistone, who was a bit slow to react. Now Melchiot. Well, it's not been his night. Jesper Gronkiar really hasn't. He was the man who gave all 3 points to Birmingham City at Anfield a week ago. Can he bring them back into this match against the other Merseyside team? As Gronkiar almost inevitably, I'm afraid, is the player who makes way. 28,000 inside St Andrews. His goal against Liverpool is first for Birmingham after his 12 years as a Tottenham player. And incidentally, he was never on the losing side against Everton in all his time at White Hart Lane. Gravesen with a layoff to Carsley. Oh, it's a clever ball for Bent. Cahill's with him. Good block. Hibbert. Didn't really take much care with that ball and might regret that. Heskey up well. Straight to Pistone. Belated offside flag stops Everton in their tracks.
Not sure Marcus Bent was offside.
Everton on their way to their 5th away win of the season already. Remember, David Moyes' team managed just 1 win on the road last season. Incredible turnaround that's been.
I think sometimes when the team goes down to 10 men, they do seem to raise their game, but it's going to be very difficult for Birmingham up against a very confident Everton team. They haven't really looked like creating too many chances the whole of the match, let alone down to 10 men.
Pistone. There's Cahill. Into Gravesen. It's good football from Everton now. Knows that Marcus Bent won't give him an easy ride here. Gray. Hibbert wins it back. Good run by Hibbert. Just kept going there and ran into the considerable shape of Matthew Upson. Now Kilban. Pistone unmarked on the left. Ball finding Osman. And Upson just stepped across his path. Two Everton men going with the same ball there.
Obviously one, wasn't it? I don't think Stubbsy's come off too bad, but Pistone just eye on the ball. That's a really, really heavy knock, isn't it? You can see he just doesn't see Alan Stubbs coming.
He's had a lot of injuries in his 4 years at Everton, Alessandro Pistone, but I don't think any of them's ever been inflicted by one of his own players before.
I think there was a thumbs up from the physio there. He'll certainly be a bit groggy. Tough player, isn't he, Alan Stubbs? When he used to call for the ball, he used to get out of the way. If you want it, Alan, come and hit it. Pistone obviously never heard him. You can see both players just got their eye on the ball. It's a nasty one, isn't it? They won't want to change it, Everton, that's for sure. A vital part of that defence, Pistone.
They have got Gary Naismith on the bench, who would be a natural replacement if needed. But as you say, Everton don't want to interrupt the flow of their game or disrupt anything at this late stage. Within sight of moving on to 26 points after 13 games, it would be a remarkable staging post in their season. Could be a very good week indeed for David Moyes. He's put pen to paper on a new deal that will keep him at Goodison, theoretically anyway, till 2009. And it looks as though his team are very close now to yet another win. They're 8th in the Premiership already. Savage has other ideas, but that's not the way to execute those ideas. Steve Bruce now knows that time is against him.
I think he wants them to get forward. No point in settling for a losing 1-0. Got to get his team to bomb forward. All right, they're going to take chances. They're going to leave gaps. We know that. Might as well push forward. Try and get a goal.
Well, no wonder no one can predict this game. When you think last season Birmingham finished a very creditable 10th, as I mentioned, they invested in new players, quality players as well in the summer. Everything looked good for them. Everton, well, they fell away badly towards the end of last season. 4 successive defeats, then unrest in the boardroom. They lost their 2 leading goal scorers in Rooney and Rudzinski. It looked as though a long season was in store for them. And what's happened? Well, completely the opposite of what you might have expected. Anderson finding Heskey. And if Birmingham thought things were bad enough, I've got news for them. Duncan Ferguson's about to come on. Heskey's header. Melchiot. Anderton swings one in. Away by Carsley. Bent up against Matthew Upson. Lost him and won the throw. And that'll be the signal for Big Duncan to enter the fray. He's on his way to some kind of record this season. He's been used as a substitute in 12 of Everton's 13 Premiership matches now. And they've got the winner at Norwich coming on. Leon Osman will make way.
We'll see Marcus Bent come out to this right-hand side where Osman's played so well today. Ferguson up the middle on his own. Just a case of seeing the game out now for Everton.
Cahill. Stoney happily recovered from that sickening knock a moment ago. And proves it by winning the header. Gravesen. Here's Hibbert. Into the final 2 minutes. Launched in now to the new target, of course. Savage was there to clear Ferguson's header. Stoney. There's obviously a great spirit about this Everton side. Whether it was the events of the back end of last season and the summer that brought them together, I don't really know. But whatever it is, they've got a real thing going here. Chelsea and Arsenal might be disappearing over the horizon at the top of the Premiership, but Everton are right up there behind them. What a dream of a season it's been so far for Evertonians.
They've just got to be professional now. That's what Arsenal and Chelsea would do, win the game 1-0. That's what Everton have got to do. The last few minutes.
Lazaridis. It's a good ball and goes on to York. What a chance to be a hero, but Dwight York has blown it.
It's the best chance of the match, isn't it? Best bit of play from Birmingham. Good play from Lazaridis. A wonderful layout from Savage. Just tries to blast it, doesn't he, Dwight York? When you do that, there's always a chance that the direction's going to go off. Would it be better side footing? I think whatever, he's got to try and strike it across the keeper. The keeper saves it, parries it back out into play. Disappointing finish from Dwight York.
And a major disappointment, surely, for Steve Bruce is that his side have not tested Nigel Martin at all tonight.
No.
3 minutes of stoppage time. Everton looking for a second to clinch things. Johnson back to deny them this time.
A bit of aggro there, Upson.
Gravesen wants to continue his point. He shouldn't be trying to spoil things now, because his goal promising to give Everton all 3 points, and as we move into the first of the 3 minutes of stoppage time, he should keep his argument to himself, I think. Anderton. Bend has it back for Everton. He's got Ferguson up with him now. Here he is. Offside, however, and it was played back by Ferguson. Another late change for Everton. Steve Watson coming on. He started the Carling Cup time midweek against Arsenal. Lazaridis, meantime, has come back to York again. He laid it off for some mysterious reason, and then even more strange was Carsley's decision to pass the ball back to his keeper.
Glad he's back to goal, didn't he, Dwight York? I think he's surprised he actually gets to his feet. Trying to lay off. He's in the box, probably better off to try and turn and get a shot on target.
Number 7, Marcus Bent.
Very good game Marcus Bent has had again. Worked tirelessly, been a threat throughout, held it up brilliantly.
Vital part of the system, isn't he, that David Moyes is playing at the moment at Everton. Done very well again.
Johnson. Come back to Anderton. Now Lazaridis. Dangerous ball. It's Kilban who got back to clear. Upson, crowd urging Birmingham to get the ball into the box as quickly as they can, but when you do that, this is exactly what can happen. Ferguson on the counter-attack for Everton. 30 seconds to go. Good challenge by Johnson to win it back. This surely will be Birmingham City's last attack. Final opportunity to get an equaliser, but it's gone because Everton have it back again. Clever ball as well by Gravesen, offside. Well, I don't think he's going to count, it won't. There's the final whistle. Everton have won again. Their 8th victory already in the Premiership this season, and no fewer than 5 of them have come on the road, where they only managed 1 win in the whole of last season. What a very good week for David Moyes. A new contract and 3 more points thanks to Thomas Gravesen's penalty kick. Disappointment and frustration again for Steve Bruce. Just a week after winning at Anfield, he sees his team fail again here at St Andrews, where they've still managed just 1 win this season in the Premiership. The Evertonians have another happy journey home. Gravesen's goal ensured that. The red card that saw Muzzy Izzet leave the field when he conceded the penalty. The turning point of a game that really could have gone either way and has gone Everton's way. It's finished at St Andrews. Birmingham City 0, Everton 1.
Just enough to win that?
It's always a very hard place to come to, St Andrews, and Birmingham put up a really resilient fight today, and the audience here is a tremendous audience, so it was a hard fight. I thought we had a couple of chances, and we played some decent football in the second half, definitely. First half we had to stand against Birmingham's force.
How important to bounce back with a win today?
Vitally important for us. You know, I think a lot of people were looking at our last 2 performances, not so much performances, results. I thought we played well against Chelsea, and it was important for us to get a result today, whether it was a draw, whether it was a win, just to keep us in the hunt, keep us to try and solidify 3rd place. And I thought probably overall, you know, it was very, very close, but I thought we created probably the more clear chances.
How do you explain the change in the away form this year? You got thumped here last year. You only won 1 game away last year.
Confidence. You know, we went away and we won our first away game, and as soon as you win 1, you suddenly have a belief then that you can go away and you can win anywhere. The next thing we win 2 away from home, and suddenly, you know, there's no fear going to grounds. You know, we had a bad result here last year where we got thumped 3-1, and we had to make sure that we come away here with our heads held high this time. And I feel as if our performance justified it. You know, it was gritty, but we knew it was going to have to be here.
Thomas, I know European football is very important to you in your career. Do you starting to feel now that you can get it here with Everton?
It looks so, doesn't it? I think all the guys here at Everton, we're working hard. We're taking one game at a time, and we're trying to create something here. It's difficult circumstances, as everybody knows. The pre-season and all the rumours there was around the place to begin with. But I thought we all stuck together and tried to make the best of it.
When will the public start to believe that Everton can keep this roll going?
We don't care about the public, what they think. We know what we can do, and we believe strongly in the team we got, and that's what counts for us. And all Evertonians know what this team is capable of.
Great performance from yourself today. You're man of the match. Barclays man of the match. Would you present it for us, Alan?
Well done, Tom.
Well done, fellas. Cheers.
Cheers.
Contract signed, 3 points away from home. Not a bad week at the office.
No, not too bad, and obviously, as always, a big thank you to the players. They're showing a great spirit, and they're a great team at the moment in time. They've got a great team spirit, which is helping them when things are difficult, but is also making them play much better as well.
I asked the same question of your captain. How do you explain the change in the away form this year? It's incredible.
Well, I don't know if there's anything we can put it down to, you know, but they keep performing, they keep coming up with results for us, and today was a hard game. Last year we came here and got well and truly trounced, and it was a real disappointing day for us, but this one makes up for it, and as long as they keep doing what they're doing, we'll all be happy.
There's a test coming up insofar as the teams around those European spots, isn't there? After Fulham, there's a glut of fixtures that teams of whom will be looking for one of those European spots with you.
Yeah, we never said we were looking for one. We just said that we would go and try and make sure we get 40 points. If we could do that, then it was more than a lot of people thought we were going to get in the first place. This week alone, we've been away to Chelsea, been away to Arsenal, away to Birmingham. So we were unfortunate at Chelsea not to get something. We weren't quite at the races on Tuesday night, but today we've come up with the goods, and all credit to the lads. It's hard when you get 3 away games in a week.
Even on this good form, you still want to admit that Europe is the target?
Well, no, I don't want to do that yet. I want to keep saying that, you know, let's get what everybody's trying to get in the Premiership, barring 2 or 3 teams, is 40-odd points. Once you get that, then we might start saying, look, let's see if something else is more appropriate. But at this moment in time, they're in a great position in the league, and hopefully it keeps going.
Each time you've been defeated league-wise, you've bounced back with a win. What does that say about the character in there?
Well, the players were determined to put it right. They were annoyed after midweek. I was quite harsh with 1 or 2 of them in midweek, the way we played against Arsenal. But there was a real determination to put it right, and they've done that.
Contract signed. Well done. Good week.
Thank you very much.